One of the fundamental problems and unnoticed and underappreciated paradoxes with the whole system of philosophy or with philosophy in general is not its reach or lack of knowledge or critical thinking or reason that it churns out and produces at every step of the way with its differentiated philosophy by different individual philosophers that have all thought, anticipated, and philosophized in distinctive, different, and also in their own ways, in their own education, knowledge, superiority, experience, pain, and whatever else that they went through. They added all that into their philosophies and created altogether different philosophies, styles of schools of thinking, thought, etc., in one way or another. So, philosophy absolutely and unconditionally excels at the production and churning out and development of more and more new kind of knowledge, wisdom, intelligence, critical thinking, reason, and other critical faculties into the human life and also into the world in one way or another. But the problem where philosophy suffers the most is certainty, permanence in itself. Philosophy suffers from the disease of doubt and suspicion and skepticism all the time, not because it's bad, but because it gets too much. Everything gets to a point, and philosophy creates after a certain point in time so much complications, chaos, difficulties in itself, ranging from the ancient to the medieval to the modern, that we are absolutely uh, dumb. We're basically stunned by that. We're dumbstruck and awestruck, not by the range of philosophies, but also by as to what we're going to believe, what we're going to do, what is good or bad for us, what is right or wrong, fair or unfair, just or unjust. Philosophy will not be able to provide us with the one absolute or two or three answers, but many answers and basically conclusions and conclusive evidences will lack because philosophy takes place in the subjective realm. Philosophy happens inside of the mind and not necessarily objectively, viewably in the basically practical world and outside circumstances and materialistic situations in which we live, from which we struggle, suffer from corruption, injustice, inequality, discrimination, poverty, lack of education, unemployment, inflation in our lives, and by which we're always surrounded the artificial constructs of society, politics, liberal democracy. But philosophy will not be able to resolve all that through its thinking. It will resolve everything in its thinking, and it will still sound good, important, or more urgent, critical, theoretically, knowledgeably in a bookish sense. But when it comes to the handling and resolution of problems, it won't succeed. It won't fail either because we are not that powerful. We are not going to apply all philosophies into